I'm at the Beaumont Studios at Vancouver's Mount Pleasant, which hosts over 100 artists each year. While many artists say spaces like these are decreasing from the city's map, a recent motion at City Council asking for more support and funding was taken back to the drawing board.
That we're losing more spaces than we're gaining, especially spaces like the Beaumont.
Nearly 50 arts and culture groups spoke at City Council Wednesday in support of the motion, which asks staff to explore ways to increase funding through grants, taxes, and other strategies, allow empty spaces to be used for arts and culture, and ease the permitting process.
We want foundational change in the way that the arts is funded. But in the meantime, there are so many spaces that we could make use of and that would all contribute to just a thriving artistic culture.
It's also critical that we have spaces where artists can work in, where they can do their rehearsals, where they can create the art.
The motion is based on findings from a committee made up of arts and culture professionals. One of the liaisons on the committee was Councillor Pete Fry, who introduced the motion. The other was Councillor Sarah Kirby-Young, who pushed for amendments, like taking it back to a roundtable working group and seeking funding alternatives from other levels of government. Fry says her amendments water down the original asks.
It was grossly modified to meet a completely different objective, which I think was an insult to the folks who put a lot of work into it. These are volunteers. These are arts and culture practitioners in the city of Vancouver who are volunteering their time.
Weren't allowed to respond, and they pushed through a completely new policy that was not supported or considered by the arts and culture community.
Kirby-Young, on the other hand, says she wanted to paint a realistic picture.
As liaisons, it's our responsibility to work with the committees to bring motions forward where the city can make meaningful change, but we also recognize what we can and can't do. And we're not setting up false expectations, but we're looking at real ways that we can roll up our sleeves to actually support the sector when they need it.
The motion will now be taken back to the table for more discussion. Summers says he hopes arts and culture organizations are part of those conversations.